Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be why being more into her than she's into you leads to rejection. I discussed this quite a bit, and especially the last couple months. I've been discussing this concept a lot because I've been seeing this in a lot of the emails. And so this particular emailer here, he got rejected by a woman he was seeing because he made it so obvious that he was way more into her than she was into him, that she had all the power and the leverage. And on top of that, she had just gotten out of a long-term relationship. And so more than likely what he did was he smothered her. He made her feel smothered to the point where she broke things off because she could tell that he's way more into her than she's into him. And again, this is why you read 3% Man 10 to 15 times, so you can take proper measured steps and go slightly slower than the woman is. And so when you go faster than the woman does, which is exactly what this guy did, then this is the kind of thing you run into, especially if you just started dating a woman that is going through a divorce or just left her boyfriend or significant other or just got out of a multi-year relationship. You have to let women in those situations come to you at their pace, because you have to assume that the ex is probably, because again, remember, 75% of the time the women do the dumping. And so you have to assume that the ex is probably the one that got dumped and he's trying to come back. And if you start smothering her and chasing her, you'll literally chase her right back into the arms of the ex. Now, it doesn't mean that she won't come back or can't come back, because the reality is, if it didn't work the first time around, it's probably not going to work the second time around. And maybe 3 to 6 months, if when it doesn't work out again, she'll probably be back. That's why you don't burn a bridge, because you don't know her, she doesn't know you, don't really know what was going on in that relationship. But if you smother her, you're going to chase her out of your life. And that's what, unfortunately, most guys tend to do. So he says, hey, Corey, I would like you to have a look at my situation and maybe give me some advice. I started to date this girl in February, but she was studying abroad and was only in our country every 4 to 6 weeks. We went on like 5 dates and had sex on 2 of them. At some point, even before we had sex the last time, she pulled away and I got too needy. Yeah, because getting needy is constantly communicating that you don't feel like you deserve to be there. In other words, you got her pedestalized a little bit. You're kind of treating her like a celebrity. And women are most attracted, number one strength characteristic is confidence. And neediness is the opposite of confidence. Because when you're needy, you need reassurance that she still likes you because mom and dad didn't give you enough strokes as a kid. And so your reaching out often comes from a place of, I can feel her slipping away. Does she still like me? I got to do something to get her to pay attention to me. That's not what somebody with a healthy self-esteem is going to do. You want her to be, remember, it's a scientific fact that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. You get too clear, especially with a woman that just got out of a relationship, you're going to probably spook her and chase her away. And she'll just dip because she doesn't want to deal with your emotions. She doesn't want to deal with a needy little boy. She wants a man. That's an escape. She just had a breakup after all. I scheduled a date, but she canceled 15 minutes before, and then the reschedule told me, we need to talk. I met up with her and had a short conversation, and she was saying, I feel like you're too much into me. I need to focus on myself. I'm coming out of a long relationship. I love the need to focus on myself. That's so classic. Women all over the world, even though they speak different languages, they say the same fucking thing. Women in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Russia, China, it doesn't fucking matter. They all say the same thing. I was a little bit upset, and it caught me off guard because she was kind of being a little bit deceptive because her text and acting towards me swayed all the time from being affectionate and into me pulling away. See, you're getting all wrapped up in her emotions, and you don't know the book well enough. And you probably haven't practiced it enough either. He says, I handled it not too well, and when she told me that, but I didn't beg or plead or anything, I think she could tell that I was upset and my ego got hurt. Yeah, getting upset and butthurt, again, you're just showing that you don't have the confidence. Because the ideal place should come from is like, what are you talking about? Why do you feel that way? You know, especially when she's like, I need to focus on myself. I feel like you're too much into me. It's like, what do you mean? Why would you say that? It's like, well, we can back off or slow it down a little bit. You have to, masculinity is calm, and you have to not like freak out about these things or get super worried. And what happens is she confronts you, and you didn't expect this at all. You thought, hey, I got this. I saw some Corey Wayne videos. I'm the man. Got to read the book, because you're missing the little subtle nuances of pursuing too much and not enough. And this guy probably is just cherry picking in videos, hasn't even gotten around to reading the book yet, because he thinks he's gonna he's gonna cheat the system. Don't cheat the system, dude. There are no shortcuts to success. If you try to cheat the system, if you try to half-ass this part of your life and say, I don't need to read Corey's book 10 to 15 times. I'm super high IQ. I make $100 million a year. It's like, whatever. You're going to be on a fucking phone session with me sooner or later. Going, oh no. I lost the love of my life. Trying to head off the pain at the pass. I know not everybody's going to listen, but if I just get one extra person to listen, when I break your balls a little more than normal. And so he's getting all wrapped up in what she says, what she does, but at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is what a woman does. If you can tell she's not into it, and especially if she just got out of a breakup, you got to be going slower. If you're pursuing her to the point where she's like, I need to focus on myself, and you're too much into me, that tells me you're being, you're acting like an insecure little girl. You're not acting like a man. You're not acting confident. And women need confidence in a man. And if you're acting like a little boy and you treat her like your mommy, well, she's going to kick your ass to the curb. She also came out of a long, really serious relationship, and she didn't seem emotionally available. Again, this is discussed in the book. That's why you have to go slower than she is, so it's her idea. I didn't initiate anything again, and because our relationship hasn't been serious, I'm not sure if I'm able to reattract her by just staying away and doing my own thing. So in other words, he's saying, Coach, I want to continue to chase and pursue, even though I've over-pursued to the point where she's basically pushed me away. So more of what got me pushed away out, that'll definitely be the solution. No, you're still acting like a needy little bitch. That's what you're doing. You're not acting like a man. This is why you got to read the book, and you got to have some other women that you can practice this stuff on so you can get better. Because if you don't get better, you're just going to push her away again for the same reasons. And the next girl that comes along, you'll chase her right out of your life as well. What do you think? Is there a way to get the attraction back up to a point where she would reconsider? What does that tell me his mindset is? Ooh, I hope she likes me. I hope she pays attention to me. Ooh. That's not how a man acts. He doesn't think like that. He's got the attitude of, she just got to have a long-term relationship. I really want a girl that's ready, willing, able, and open to dating. And she just backed off. So I want to see what else is out there. That should be your attitude. Is she good enough for me? Is she mentally healthy and balanced, or is she a Fruit Loop? What do we got going on here? Does she have her shit together or not? That's what you want to know. And so you should be skeptical. You should be selective. It's like you've already decided that she's won the race and you're ready to give her the Stanley Cup or the trophy that, hey, you're the girl for me. And she said, you're way more into me than I'm into you. And women like you more if they think they're more into you than you are into them. If you got a room full of 50 women together and ask, oh no, it's got to be 50-50, Corey. I like it when a man tells me his intentions. It's like, well, he just drooled all over her. And she's like, yeah, I need to focus on myself. That's what really happens. He says, we still follow each other on Instagram. It's like, well, I wouldn't do anything. I'd just wait to hear from her. And so what you need to do at this point, let her do 100% of the calling, texting, and pursuing. And then when you do hear from her, just make dates. So I'd be following the script that's in 7 Principles to Get an Ex Back, the video and article I did several years ago. If you hear from her, assume she wants to see you, invite her over to make dinner at your place, hang out, have fun, hook up. It's that simple. That's all you got to do. And she's got to come to your place 3 dates in a row. And as long as you hang out and have fun and hook up all 3 dates, then you can meet her out, pick her up, those kinds of things. But you can't be chasing after her, drooling all over her like this, because it's just very unattractive and it's not manly. You have to let women come to you, especially women that just got out of a breakup. And so when you've been pushed away like this, all forward movement must stop permanently. And you're going to have to let her do 100% of the calling, texting, pursuing. And then you just make dates when you hear from her. And so if she comes over 3 dates in a row and you hook up all 3 times, then you can meet her out and pick her up. But you got to let her do the contact initiation. That way, she initiates when she misses you, when she's thinking about you. Therefore, she'll be more submissive. She'll be more flexible. She'll be more excited to go out with you. She'll be more affectionate on your dates. She'll be more excited. She'll be wetter when you have sex. These are all the things that you want, my man. So if you guys haven't already signed up for our exclusive paying members only content, in the video description below this video, there are links to sign up on YouTube, to sign up on Spotify, and you can also sign up on our website for the members only content. And so if you sign up on the website, then you get access to you get the additional email analysis, plus you get a 7-day free trial, so you can check out and see what content you actually get for the small monthly fee that you pay. And after the 7-day free trial, if you choose an annual plan, then what you get is a 25% discount for paying up front. And so the additional content that you get is 6 additional paid members only video coaching newsletters and the email analysis like this per week. Again, assuming you sign up on my website, understandingrelationships.com. Just click the plans tab. So you get 6 additional video coaching newsletters per week. You get a weekly 3% Man study group podcast. You get a weekly Mastering Yourself study group podcast. And we literally go page by page in each of the books and discuss the concepts that are in there. And so it's like an ongoing masterclass, if you will, where we discuss the book. And shortly we'll be doing viewer questions on specifically the book for paying members only. And so again, the links are below in the video description. You can view the content on understandingrelationships.com and you get a 7-day free trial. Or you can sign up on YouTube if you just want to watch videos and watch the videos on YouTube. Or if you like Spotify and you like to just kind of listen, then you can sign up on Spotify as well, either to watch the videos or just to listen to the audio version. So again, depending on the platform you sign up for, that's where you'll consume the content. Obviously, I would prefer that you guys sign up on the website because you get a 25% discount for the annual plan, plus you don't have YouTube taking a backhoe to the monthly fee because they take a huge percentage of the membership fee. But hey, whatever you guys want to do, I'm cool with. And if you got a question or a challenge and you'd like to get my help, go to understandingrelationships.com, click the products tab at the top of your screen on any page of my website, and book a coaching session with yours truly. Until next time, I will talk to you soon.